where no one has gone before. The Enterprise undergoes a series of tests that will propel it at unimaginable speeds.
This is the one with Kaczynski.
What a jerk.
Right from the beginning, it's very blatant with, here's the bad guy. He's way over the top.
And you're supposed to hate him. And I did.
It's a little too much in terms of believability in the situation.
He's already done whatever he does to another ship.
He says he's optimizing the warp drive, but according to everyone else, what he does shouldn't actually do anything.
Here then, in the simplest possible terms, is what I do. Now, this warp drive system has been tuned only in the grossest possible sense, at least according to my standards.
He also has a 7-foot-tall super alien assistant who likes to interact with Wesley.
You're not supposed to be creeped out by it. It's supposed to seem endearing, the way they become friends.
Well, he always looks at him really weird and says totally normal, not uncomfortable things like, I've been searching the whole galaxy for you, Wesley.
He says the entire reason I interacted with your species is because of this one kid.
It's weird.
Wesley is the linchpin of this episode, so of course he's the first one to notice something weird going on with the alien guy. And when he tries to alert Riker basically just says, "Shut up, Wesley. Let the adults talk."
But sir, when all this happened, I was watching his assistant.
I'm sure this is fascinating, Wesley, and I am looking forward to hearing all about it, but not right now.
But they already know how smart he is.
He even took over the ship completely by himself earlier. Kaczynski's modifications apparently work, even though they shouldn't, and they go into super hyperdrive mode.
The effects when they go past Warp 10 are kind of goofy. They're clearly going for a 2001 Stargate kind of thing.
I thought it was okay. The first time they do it, they go out farther than anyone has ever been before. So they tell Kaczynski to get them back. But the second time, instead of doing that, they go beyond space and time completely, and all this weird stuff starts happening.
The first weird thing is when Tasha Yar and Worf are on the bridge, and a boar creature pops up out of nowhere. And Worf's like, "It's my pet from Klingonopolis," or whatever.
There's also a crewman playing in a string quartet.
And after everyone around him disappears, he just kind of says, "Huh?" and shakes his head and brushes it off. What kind of a reaction is that?
Must do a lot of drugs normally. Picard sees his mom, too. And there's a guy stuck in a corridor fire, and Picard tells him he has to think down the fire, but then just leaves him without seeing if it actually works and if that guy survives.
Tasha imagines being back on whatever planet she's from.
Being chased by a rape gang.
Yeah, she just casually says, "I thought I was being chased by a rape gang again."
She must do a lot of drugs normally.
What is Riker going to be thinking? You know he's going to be taking advantage of the situation. He's going to be like, "I'll be back in my room. You don't want to know what I'm going to be thinking."
There's another officer seeing herself in a ballet, and we're led to believe it didn't really happen, but if you wait until the credits, they credit her as a ballerina. So I think it did happen, otherwise they would have credited her as just girl on ship, being dumb.
Yeah, okay.
There's another male crew member wearing a Starfleet skirt.
Well, his thoughts are becoming reality.
Yeah, Picard walks by and tells him, "You have to think your pants back on." But he doesn't wait around to see if he survives.
So they all think together to support the Traveler, as they call him.
Because it turns out he was actually doing everything, not Kaczynski.
And he warps them back to safety and then disappears. And what happens to Kaczynski? At first he was just a huge dick, but now he just looks like a huge idiot. You can see on his face that he realizes how dumb he really is.
It brings me pleasure to watch him be shut down. Everyone's going to make fun of him for the rest of his life. His name will be turned into some kind of insult.
And through the whole episode, they keep treating Wesley like crap.
It's getting kind of old already, how he's the only observant one. He's already proven how intelligent he is.
At least at the end of this episode, he gets promoted to ensign, and in the next episode, he starts working in engineering.
Where no one has gone before. Overall?
It's not a great episode. Some of it is really dumb, but it's not that bad. I would give it a C.
I'd give it a C+. It's definitely better than the two that came before it, but it's not really standing out either. It's pretty average, even with the addition of that ruffly sweater.